Ever wonder what kind of rides Hollywood's biggest stars actually drive? Forget the flashy cars you see in movies. We're diving deep into the ultra-private, multi-million-dollar car collections that most celebrities keep completely hidden. Prepare to have your mind blown by the secret garages of the rich and famous. The curtain rises on a world very few ever get to see. A world where the stars we know from the big screen and the glittering lights of Hollywood keep secrets not of scandal, but of steel, horsepower, and unmatched luxury. Behind their guarded gates and hidden garages lie treasures that most of us could never even dream of. Private car collections worth not just millions, but billions of dollars. Imagine walking into a garage where the scent of leather, the gleam of chrome, and the quiet hum of history surround you. This is not fiction. This is Hollywood's secret vault of billion-dollar car collections finally being revealed. Celebrities have always lived lives larger than life, and part of their allure is not just their movies or music, but the mystique of how they live off camera. We see the red carpets, the Oscars, and the interviews, but what stays hidden are the palatial estates, the private jets, and yes, the car collections that could rival entire museums. Why so hidden, you might wonder? Because some things are so extravagant, so over the top, that even the wealthiest stars know it's best to keep them away from the public eye. Until now. Today, we step into a realm where money bends reality, where cars are not simply transportation, but rolling works of art. These are machines with stories, vehicles that tell tales of heritage, engineering genius, and sheer indulgence. From one-of-a-kind Ferraris built in the 1960s to Bugattis lined with custom interiors. From Rolls-Royces bathed in rare paints to hypercars that cost more than entire neighborhoods. Hollywood's billion-dollar garages are more than collections, they are personal kingdoms. And tonight, the gates swing open for you. Picture the first glimpse. A sleek black Lamborghini Veneno Roadster, one of only 9 ever produced, sitting beneath the warm glow of imported Italian lighting. Its angular body seems to whisper power, its presence alone enough to make anyone's heart race. But this is just the appetizer. Deeper in the shadows rests a 1960 Ferrari 250 GTO, often called the holy grail of classic cars. With only 36 ever made, its value surpasses $70 million each. To find one tucked inside a Hollywood star's private garage is like stumbling across a lost Rembrandt in someone's living room. These are the jewels that hook you, that make you realize the gravity of what lies ahead. But let's step back for a moment. Why are these collections so secret? For one, discretion is everything in Hollywood. Stars know the public's appetite for gossip is endless, but flaunting such wealth can backfire. Security is another reason. A garage filled with priceless cars is more vulnerable than a bank vault. That's why many of these collections sit behind biometric locks, hidden beneath sprawling estates, or tucked away in undisclosed warehouses known only to the owner and a trusted circle. In some cases, even staff members aren't allowed access. These collections are not for friends to gawk at or fans to discover. They are sanctuaries, personal kingdoms where the star retreats to marvel at the beauty of what they own. Take Jay Leno, for instance. While he is famously open about his love for cars, his collection is far grander than most people realize. Spread across massive airplane hangars, Leno owns more than 180 cars and 160 motorcycles, ranging from antique steam cars to cutting-edge electric prototypes. His collection alone is worth over $150 million, but what makes it special is not just the number, but the diversity. Leno doesn't just collect for status, he collects for history, for preservation, for passion. His vault is less a garage and more a museum, each vehicle a carefully chosen piece of automotive evolution. Yet even Leno admits that some of the rarest treasures never make it to public view, kept hidden from cameras for reasons only he knows. And then there's Jerry Seinfeld, whose love for Porsches is legendary. Imagine an entire garage lined with nothing but Stuttgart's finest, from pristine 1950s 356s to a priceless 917 prototype. Seinfeld's Porsche collection alone has been valued at over $100 million. Some of his cars are so rare they may never again appear for sale, meaning he doesn't just own cars, he owns history itself. Walking through Seinfeld's collection is like stepping through time, each car representing not just a machine but an era, a philosophy of design and speed. Of course, Hollywood's connection to luxury cars doesn't stop at comedians and talk show hosts. Actors like Nicolas Cage have been known for extravagant collections, at one point owning dozens of rare Ferraris, Lamborghinis, and Rolls-Royces. Cage's financial troubles later forced him to sell many of them, but during his prime, his garage was one of the most opulent in Tinseltown. Stories tell of limited edition Enzos, custom Bentleys, and even rare classics that collectors would kill to acquire. For Cage, cars weren't just possessions, they were trophies, symbols of his success and his need to live on the edge. But the crown jewel of secret collections may not even belong to actors. The Sultan of Brunei, while not a Hollywood star, is a figure often whispered about in celebrity car circles because of his jaw-dropping fleet. With over 7,000 vehicles valued at more than $5 billion, his collection dwarfs anything Hollywood could muster. Yet, what makes it relevant is that many Hollywood stars have had opportunities to view, trade, or even purchase from this legendary garage. It's a reminder that beyond the movie sets, Hollywood's elite are connected to an even more elite global network of car connoisseurs where billion-dollar collections are quietly traded like rare diamonds. Luxury, of course, is not just about owning the car, it's about making it yours. Many Hollywood stars go beyond stock models, commissioning bespoke versions that transform already rare cars into one-of-a-kind masterpieces. Kim Kardashian, for example, is known to own a fleet of luxury cars all painted in the same shade of gray to match her aesthetic, from her Rolls-Royce to her Lamborghini Urus. While her collection may not reach the billion-dollar mark, it represents another side of celebrity car ownership, turning vehicles into rolling extensions of personal branding. Similarly, stars like Kylie Jenner and Drake, though more in the music scene, showcase garages that feel more like designer boutiques, with custom interiors, diamond stitching, and colors that only money can buy. But the most guarded collections are those we rarely hear about. The quiet actor who never flaunts his wealth yet drives cars no one has seen on the road. The director who spends his box office earnings on a secret stash of vintage European race cars. The producer whose underground garage, hidden beneath layers of concrete and steel, holds hypercars so rare they don't even have official price tags. These are the true hidden vaults of Hollywood, the billion-dollar treasures kept from the world. Think about it. While fans might argue over who wore the best suit at the Oscars, behind closed doors, the real competition among the rich and famous might be who owns the rarest Ferrari, who secured that one-off Bugatti, or who quietly outbid everyone at an exclusive RM Sotheby's auction. These are the games of the wealthy, and unlike awards that fade with time, these collections only grow more valuable, more coveted, more legendary. Walking into one of these garages is like stepping into an alternate reality. Polished floors reflect not just the cars but the wealth of their owners. The air is cool, temperature-controlled, ensuring leather doesn't crack and engines don't rust. Walls are adorned not with posters but with plaques of heritage, design sketches, and trophies. Mechanics work silently in the background, tending to the vehicles like doctors in a surgical ward. Here, a McLaren F1 waits patiently, its gold-lined engine bay gleaming in the low light. There, a Bugatti Chiron Super Sport rests, its carbon fiber weave shimmering like black diamond. And somewhere, hidden in the farthest corner, a prototype car never released to the public, A vehicle so rare that even car enthusiasts debate its existence. What makes these collections so intoxicating isn't just the money, it's the secrecy. Anyone can boast about a Ferrari or a Lamborghini, but it takes another level of wealth and influence to own cars no one else can even name. The allure lies not just in the price tag, but in the mystery, the knowledge that within these garages are treasures the world may never see. And for Hollywood stars, whose lives are constantly dissected and exposed, these hidden collections become a sanctuary, a private joy away from the cameras and headlines. But here's the final thought: as jaw-dropping as these billion-dollar collections are, they also remind us of the paradox of fame. On one hand, celebrities crave the spotlight, building careers on being seen. On the other, their greatest treasures are often kept locked away, hidden from the very audience that made them famous. Perhaps that's what makes these collections so powerful. They are a rare slice of privacy in a world where nothing seems sacred. So, the next time you see a Hollywood star stepping out of a luxury car on the red carpet, remember this: what you're seeing is just the surface. Behind the closed gates of their estates, beneath the streets of Los Angeles, in hidden vaults scattered across Beverly Hills, Malibu, and beyond, lie collections that make that single car look ordinary. Billion-dollar car vaults filled with dreams, history, and secrets the world may never fully uncover. And tonight, you've had the rare privilege of peeking behind those doors, if only for a moment, because Hollywood's greatest secrets aren't always scandals. Sometimes they're cars. Which of these cars would you drive first? Comment below. We'll feature the best answers in our next video.